Hello and welcome to this wonderful session about Life Unlimited. So many of us spend so much of our lives doing so very little, or at least not the things we should be doing to our maximum potential. So I'm so incredibly glad that you guys are here today. All right, so here's what we're going to be covering. Life Unlimited simply means that you want to make as much money as you wish. You want to live wherever you want. You want to set your terms, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So this is what we're going to be covering over the next 20 to 30 minutes. I'm going to hopefully keep that nice and tight. So what ultimately does it mean to have an unlimited life? It means being successful and happy and fulfilled, but that is actually a decision that we make. It's not something just happens to us. It's a decision. Most people think that it's just gonna drop out of the sky one day and like, ta-da, suddenly they have meaning in a fulfilled life. But that's not how it works. It's not that way, but here's the good news, and I'm glad you're here. There is a methodology that you can follow to get there. I followed it for myself, and now you can too. So what happens when you live an unlimited life? You make more money and you make it faster. What else happens? You have endless energy. That means every day when you get up, you're as excited as you were the day before, which means Mondays are not blue Mondays, they're raging orange Mondays, right? You're gonna have such energy every single day, and you're not gonna fall asleep at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Double bonus. You'll also, and this is true, you will attract more good things to your business and to your life. The more positive you are, the more awesomeness that you push out into the world, the more likely you are to receive it back in new opportunities and things that can happen that you weren't aware of were actually there before. But now that you are aware, and awareness is a big piece of this puzzle, these things, these opportunities, these lucky breaks that you keep seeing other people get, now you get them too. It's a fascinating thing. The other cool thing is, especially if you run your own business, you no longer have to take on clients that are not ideal for your business. You can stop chasing that almighty dollar, and we'll get back to that in just a second, because that's a very important key of the 5 secrets I'm going to be covering in this session. So, and again, the objective is that you wake up happy every single day. I wake up happy every single day, but I didn't always wake up this way. And so I want for you to be able to have that same level of peace, that when you open your eyes at the beginning of the day, you are happy, you are content, you are excited, and you are exactly where you should be. So there is a method, like I said, that will help you accomplish all of that. And I know it because I've done it. My background is kind of weird. I grew up in a very religious, very isolated group. And so, not allowed to watch TV, go to the movies, go to parties, really have friends. You were very afraid to leave it. But 10 years ago, I did. I was miserable and I was dying inside. And I thought, I just can't live like this. So over the past 10 years, what I'm going to be teaching you is what I have done to overcome what happened to me in my past, build an entirely new life, lots of mistakes in there, but that's what I'm going to be sharing with you because I want you to avoid some of my mistakes. And I'm really excited to share those with you. So there are exactly 5 secrets. And well, they're not really secrets. They're just things that will help you get what you want. And if you employ all 5 of these things, it will help you get there. Okay? Now, a little bit of a spoiler alert. At the end, I'm going to talk to you about a little program I've got called Life on Fire. And it encompasses all these 5 secrets, but it shows you how to operationalize it. So keep on for that, because there's also some really juicy bonuses that go with it. It's not just a course, right? Because I'm not just here to sell to you. I really want you to be able to learn something from this session. So this message, this video is ideal to you if you are open to new ideas. They don't scare you. You want to get more from your business or your life. A lot of us are stuck. Right? I was stuck for a long time, and we don't really know why. We know we have more in us, but we're not too sure where it's gone or why we're not showing up every day with our absolute best. Okay, so if that's you, then keep listening. If you're sick of tips and tricks that don't actually work, there's a reason they don't work. That's thing number 4, secret number 4. If you want success, right? Beyond just the size of your bank account. A lot of people look at success as wanting to make $1 million or like, throw in whatever number there, or when you have your own private jet. Like, really, there's more to life, because after a while, that stuff kind of loses its sheen. I grew up in a 12,000 square foot home. After a while, it just feels more like you're in a museum than you're actually in a house. Anyway, so you're also here, and it'd be awesome if you have tried a bunch of things already, but they just don't work. Again, I bet you've got a pretty good reason as to why that's happened, and you're tired of your daily routine. Okay, you just want more, and that is a good thing. In some ways, society tells us that if we want more, we're greedy or we're vain, right? That's not the case at all. If you want more for yourself, then you should be able to go get it. So, on the flip side, this is not the video for you if you're cynical about everything in life. And I mean like everything. Like you're going to like poo-poo over everything I say. I mean, I'm not listening to you, so you can knock yourself out, but you're really not going to enjoy the process. It's also not for you if the first thing you do is butt your way out of anything. I'd love to do that, but I don't have the time. I don't have the money. I don't have the education. I don't have the personality. You can throw whatever story you want in there, but it's not true. Okay, all of that can be completely changed. You just got to want it. And that's going to, again, I'm just getting at all the secrets already. So kind of seeding it. But wouldn't it be fantastic if you stopped being able to butt your way out of things, and instead you looked at it as not something to be feared, but something to get excited about? Okay, also, this is not going to give you a silver bullet. If you think that this is just, the one thing you need to do in order to, I don't know, get $1 million, not quite the case. There is work involved, so if you're okay with that, then you're good with also the next point, that you're okay with understanding that you can't get shit for nothing. Okay, that's gambling, and this is not what this is about. There's lots of places you can go to exercise your right for that. And also, this is definitely, you should probably go if you don't want to picture yourself as being any more successful and fulfilled than you are right now. If the status quo for you is perfectly just fine, you're welcome to listen, but again, you're not going to get as much out of it as someone who's looking for change. Okay, so if you're ready, I'm ready. Because what I'm sharing isn't necessarily new, but I've done a lot of studying. I read like a crazy person. And what I have done is I've pulled together the patterns that I have seen across the great mentors that are out there from 200 years ago to the present. And what these 5 secrets are going to reveal to you is what every single one of these mentors is actually saying, which is pretty damn exciting. So the fact is, you stayed this long. Obviously, you are open-minded about living a much more fulfilled and meaningful life. At the end of the day, everyone wants to look back on their life and say, did I matter? And I want you to be able to get a resounding heck yeah every time you do that. Right? Maybe at the end of every day, you're going to look back and kind of go, did I matter today? Did I do something meaningful today? And you might kind of go, woo, maybe not. But in the grand scheme of things, you want that to be a yes. And these 5 secrets will get you there. So here's the first one. Impact over income. This was a complete mind bender for me, because when I started my business, of course, I had no money. I was a single mom. I was really hard on my luck. I did not have that money I grew up with anymore. So that was all gone. And so I really had absolutely nothing. But the problem is, when I went after, and what most entrepreneurs do, is they just think of what can I do that will get me the money the fastest, instead of thinking of what can I do that will have the greatest impact on the most people, right? On the right people. You don't even necessarily have to look at, changing the lives of everyone in the United States. While noble, that is a very big goal. You can start with people who are in maybe a very concentrated group of people, whether it's a local group or whether it's a niche like a demographic or a psychographic niche that really needs what you have. Because when you're only chasing money, as you can see on your screen, all you're going to get is a consistently revolving door of clients. They're going to come in, they're not going to see the value, and they're going to leave. And you're going to get frustrated. You may make money in the short term, but over the next couple of years, you're going to get really, really frustrated. So if, however, you spend the time to understand why it is people need you the most and how you are helping them, your marketing and your sales is going to be way more effective, and you're going to be incredibly persuasive. So your closing calls are going to be a lot more successful, right? Which leads to you to be more motivated and happy every day you get up and show up to work. So here are some of the ways that focusing on impact over income generates more money. First of all, it removes fear and it thus clarifies your mind. When you are afraid of not making enough money, of worried about where your next client is coming from, instead of really worrying about how you're going to affect change, fear makes your brain shrink. It actually makes it small. And so by eliminating fear and sort of opening your mind to say, I want to have an impact, I want to have some meaningful change appear in someone's life because of what I do, then your mind will actually be a hell of a lot more clear. Your helpfulness will become what's called a talk trigger. Jay Baer wrote a wonderful book about this called Talk Triggers, funny enough. But what it is basically is the people who help you love you so much, they can only go out there and talk about you to their friends on social media, the dinner table, cocktail parties, at the boardroom table, all over the place. Okay, so the more helpful you are, the more talked about you become. And your brand is not what you say, it's what other people say about you. And that's what's a key lesson there. Also, the method by which you should deliver your impact will become clear. When you understand, okay, I want to do this for people, then it's like, oh, I should create a coaching program. I should build an agency. I should get a job at this level of an organization with this kind of an organization. So if you're chasing the almighty dollar, you're basically staring at your shoes and running in circles. If you're looking at the impact, you're looking beyond, you're looking at the horizon, and you can see a heck of a lot more, which allows you to then identify exactly how you can deliver what it is you want to do. This is a really key lesson that I teach in the program I'm going to talk about at the end, but we'll get there. The fourth thing is that you'll discover the perfect client persona, and you will only chase them, right? You're not going to chase the people who don't see your value, try to nickel and dime you to death. They're annoying. Get rid of them. Nobody wants them. Okay, number 2, change your beliefs. This is harder than it looks, but our brains are always listening. They listen to everything that you say to it. They listen to your friends, they listen to your family, and it's really interesting even when people are trying to change. So let's use the example of losing weight. If you say to yourself, I don't want to be fat anymore, your brain still registers the whole be fat thing, and you actually stay rooted in staying out of shape. If, however, the words that you use in your mind, the thoughts that you say to yourself are, I can't wait to be in shape and energetic, and I'm going to have a great life, then that is the message your brain is telling. So your thoughts are telling your brain, which your brain then inculcates into beliefs. Your thoughts become your beliefs. Now, when you're making a switch like this, I'll just use the health example because it's an easy one, right? And you say, you feel like you're out of shape. Maybe you've been out of shape for a long time. When you start telling your brain, I can't wait to be, either thinner or in better shape or more energy or healthier or whatever sort of is the most important thing you're moving towards, you're not going to believe it. But that's okay. The belief will come, and it comes with practice. You just got to say it over and over and over. And as you do so, as your thoughts start turning your brain and creating these deep beliefs that will then turn into your reality. If you root yourself in what you're moving away from and you're using negative language, your beliefs will stay negative. If you use positive language, your beliefs will become positive. Okay? That's one of the most powerful lessons I've learned recently, and it is so, so awesome in terms of building energy, building hope and motivation, and then moving us along towards our goals. All right, so if you want to change your world, if you're tired of the status quo, change your beliefs, and new opportunities will arise. They will be presented in front of you. You will be the lucky winner of some sort of a lucky break. Okay? It does happen. So in my case, I never thought I'd be an author, but I decided about 4 months ago that's just how it was going to be. So I sat down and I put a little sticky note on my wall and it said 1,400. And that's how many words I had to write per day. So I started writing. And it was difficult. I'm not a very good writer. I mean, I can write killer email sequences and awesome Facebook ads, but I don't know how to write a book. Anyway, so in writing that, I was going on Facebook one day and I saw an ad for a publishing company, and I'm like, that's so cool. So I went through the process, called them up. Turns out they do hybrid ghostwriting. They'll design the book, they'll publish the book, they'll put it on Amazon, stick it on websites with 1 million visitors per month. They'll help me do a speaking tour and get me in front of TV cameras. And I'm like, cha-ching, sold. I wouldn't have been open to that particular advertisement at that time had I not already made the decision and changed my belief to say, damn it, I'm going to be an author. And that's how it happens. So some of your beliefs that you may have to change are things like you're not good enough, smart enough, educated, young enough, old enough, whatever. Insert the excuse here. Excuses are just the cement shoes you put on yourself to root you in your old beliefs. But they're not true and they're breakable. Okay, you also might say, well, I'm too busy. We're all busy. I got 4 kids. I run my own business, right? I try to help people in the community. I do a lot of different things. Time is not something you manufacture, or nor is it something that you can use in any particular way. It is a tool, and it is up to you to put that tool into good use. Okay, so it's all a matter of priorities, and I'll get to that in the secrets that are coming up. So the other thing is you might say to yourself that you don't know how to run a business or you don't know how to scale it. Okay, that's just skills. You say, oh, well, I've never done it before. So there's lots of things people have never done before, right? And we all do it. It just takes a little bit of courage, sometimes a lot of courage. You might also say, well, everyone else is already there and they're already so big, and who am I to enter into this? Well, who are you is someone with a really amazing story, and someone needs you. Because there might be someone who maybe has most of the market share, but you can come along and share your story and tell your message, and people will listen to you because whoever that is over there doesn't really appeal to them, but maybe you will. And the other thing is that holds people back is I don't have a big list, or I don't have a big audience, right? And that's one of the things that I love to change for people. It's one of the bonuses you get, which I'll be talking about soon. So the question you have to ask yourself when it comes to the beliefs and the things you say about yourself is, where's your proof? Usually there isn't any. So tell your brain a different story. The third secret is that I want you to double your goals. The worst thing people do is they shrink their ambitions to their current reality. It keeps them small. It keeps you rooted exactly where you are. So if you've worked on changing your beliefs, then this one shouldn't be too big of a stretch for you. So what you should do is set yourself a reasonable goal, right, for the next 12 months. And then what I want you to do is I want you to double it. And the next step is I want you to start believing that you can get that. Imagine yourself making that much money. Imagine yourself in that particular place in your life. And picture going through the daily routine of what it would be like for you. And when you have that and you continue to bring it up day in and day out, and you have to keep it very much in your line of sight so that it doesn't fall away. Because again, our brains are set to protect us, right? And by doubling goals, that's very, very scary. So our brains are going to always be trying to pull us back. Don't let that happen to you. Double your goals and picture yourself actually living like that, because your ability to reach those goals has everything to do with how badly you want it. Everything. Like not half of the thing. Everything. If you're like, well, it'd be kind of nice, well, you're not going to get there and you're going to stay exactly where you are. But if you're like, I choose to put all of my energy toward where I want to go, you will absolutely get there. Desire is absolutely everything in terms of actually accomplishing and achieving our goals. Okay, so if you think that doubling your income would be nice, but you're not willing to put in the work, it ain't going to happen. Obviously, you're going to have to not only just double your goals and change your beliefs, but you're going to have to take certain actions, which brings us to thing number 4. So in order for you to take those steps forward, you need to remove your distractions, okay? You know your why and you know how you want to help others at this stage. You're open to changing beliefs about yourself, maybe about others, maybe about the world. You've doubled your goals. So how on earth are you going to get all these new ideas done? How are you going to start a business, scale a business, join the community group or whatever it is that you've set for yourself? Okay? This is where people falter. This is where it doesn't matter who you're listening to, how many books you've read, how many courses you've attended, who you've met at a conference. If you are surrounded by distractions, then you're going to accomplish nothing. I could teach you absolutely anything. I could show you how to create a high-ticket coaching program where nearly 100% of it is automated and you make between $3,000 to $10,000 per client. I can show you advanced marketing techniques that build an incredibly huge audience in a very, very short period of time and turn that into a sales generator. I can show you all the high performance habits in the world that will propel you into a 7 and 8 figure business. But if you are distracted, you won't get any of the work done. So it doesn't matter how much you've read. It doesn't matter how learned you are. If your day is full of distractions, social media, email, phone calls, television, whatever, right? Then you're not going to get anything done. Comes back down to that whole idea of how much do you want it. So here are some of the ways you can remove distractions from your life. Unplug the TV. I lived with that one between 1988 and 2012. It can be done. I have no references for Friends or Seinfeld, which is kind of weird. But again, that's just kind of part of my past. However, I did not die. Put your phone on airplane mode when you're working, right? Have those time blocks to say, I will not be distracted during this time. And put your phone right up on airplane mode, okay? Do not surf social media during the day. Make that a rule for yourself. Have all your bills paid online automatically so you don't go online and then get, I'll just check on Facebook and then, 17 kitten videos later, you've wasted an hour, okay? Hire people as soon as you possibly can to do the less revenue generating tasks, okay? So not always is this possible when you're first starting a business, but very, very quickly, you need to get rid of all the things that are small bookkeeping, unless you're a bookkeeper and that's your business, that's different. But the little things that take you away from your focus, from that desire that you have, okay? Again, it comes down to your willingness to make some productivity changes, and again, how badly you want the result. Because that desire, again, is going to dictate absolutely everything. So now we're going to go to step 5, which is taking aligned action. Because up until now, it's all been mostly brain work, mental work, timing, right? All that kind of a thing. But how do you actually plan to get things done? Okay? Because without action, as you can see, you're just waiting for Lady Luck to blow you a kiss. And well, that never really comes along when we want it. So you can be very, very busy, but I don't want you to be busy. I want you to take aligned action that gets you towards your goal, right? Not just action for the sake of taking action. So there's 2 key methods that I use to get shit done. It's absolutely fantastic. The first one I got from Brendon Burchard's book, High Performance Habits, wonderful book, and it's called 5 Moves Planning. There's a lot more in that book than just this, but this one I particularly enjoy, and I use it for literally every project. So the premise behind 5 Moves Planning is that you outline the 5 big steps you need to take to get something done. So let's take writing a book as an example. The first step would be write the goddamn book. Okay, nothing happens until the book is written. The second thing might be to get an agent or a publisher. Okay, so you obviously have to be able to promote this, but they need to be able to see what you're doing before you can actually get that to the market. You want to create bonuses. Spoiler alert, books don't make you any money. What they do, however, is bring people into your sales funnel, and then you can sell them up on courses or programs or other products that you have to support the book. It's a lead magnet. It's a powerful one. It builds authority, creates a wonderful amount of influence for you, and allows people to believe your message. Okay, but you need to create bonuses to entice people to get the book because there's extra little goodies they get when they do so. You want to create a funnel, like I was just talking to you about. So someone buys the book, then what happens, right? Again, you want to sell them up on other things because that's where you make all your money. And then the last one's a really important one, is find a sphere of influence, find some celebrities or people with big lists to help you promote it. So those are the 5 big moves. Now within these, there's a whole bunch of other little moves, the actual day-to-day tasks that you need to actually plan for to accomplish it. But at least this maps it out for you really nice and easy so you can get things done. The second one is what I call a door. And this one was pulled from Dean Graziosi's book, Millionaire Success Habits. And again, lots more in that book, but I really enjoyed this particular acronym. And actually in his book, he didn't make it an acronym, but I have bad memory, so everything's an acronym. And the premise behind this idea is that you can do things yourself, and there's things that you can't not do. Like no one else can shoot this video except me, right? Because it's me, it's my content. However, there's a whole bunch of other things like, editing the video or creating an ad or executing it or doing bookkeeping and stuff like that that I'm not really good at, nor do I want to do. So what I ask you to do is create a list of all the things you do in a week, from paying bills, grocery shopping, mowing the lawns, shoveling snow if you're in Canada like I am, bookkeeping, running your ads, checking mail, like all these kinds of things. And then what I want you to do is I want you to put one of these 5 letters beside each and every one of them. Okay, the only ones that don't have letters are the ones that only you can do. So here's what the ADORE acronym stands for: automate, delegate, outsource, replace, or eliminate. So when you look at your to-do list and you put the ADORE acronym one letter beside each one of those things, and then you take those aside, you've now created a not to-do list. So now you have your to-do list, which is your not to-do list, which is what either you're going to get rid of, get off your plate, because if you don't, you're going to stay exactly where you are because you're going to be busy but not productive, and you're not going to be taking the aligned actions you need to get you to your goal. So it's a very, very powerful tool for you to go through. Okay, so here's some simple math. If you want to be a millionaire, you have to value your time at $500 an hour. So if you're doing something that someone else can do for $50 an hour, and instead you can spend that time generating $500, then you get rid of it. Okay, as soon as you possibly can, and get rid of it or automate it or do anything, but just don't have it on your plate. You want to adore it. So these 5 steps are all you need to live an absolutely unlimited life, but you need them all. And the tricky part is figuring out how to put that all into what for most of us is a very complicated life. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you are a decade or 2 into your business or you're just starting out, the system I've described to you, those 5 little secrets, will absolutely work for you every single time when they are together. You can't pull them apart. So the good news is you're still here. Hooray! Yay! Give yourself a pat in the back. It also means that there may be something that you may be searching for to help you get to the next level. So you can leave right now and you can apply these ideas to your life, right? Some people can do that and then off they go. So if that's you, by all means, thank you so much for listening. I would like to invite you, however, to stay for just a little bit longer, even if you don't think you need the help, okay? Because I want to be able to just show you, just introduce you to an idea. And because, again, you're here, I know you're open-minded, and I know that this might be something that you might find interesting. And I've got a whole bunch of real goodies that I have not released yet. I'm doing it just for this program. So I just want to show you something really quick, okay? So if you're in a don't waste my time kind of a person, I'm not here to waste your time, okay? You also are probably going to be someone who thinks there's more to life and business than what you have right now, right? So keep listening. The program that I want to introduce you to is called Life on Fire. And it's a 12-week mentorship program, okay? I use that word so consciously because it's not necessarily coaching, although there is a component where you can get a one-on-one person to focus just on you. Mentorship to me means looking at what is going on in your life and business and then guiding you in a very special way. Okay, so it's 12 weeks long, so it's just 3 months, right? In 3 months, you'll be completely done, and your entire life and business, your outlook, will be changed. All right, it includes a combination of live group calls so that you have access directly to me every single week, same time, right? Just like clockwork. And there are also some online training components so you can learn at your own pace when it's most convenient for you. Okay, I don't want you to miss a single lesson. I want to make sure it's available to you. The other cool thing, as you can see on your screen, is that I used to only teach this to my mastermind group, and those people pay me $30,000 a year to learn this stuff from me directly. But I have felt over the past couple of months, 6 months actually, that while I love my masterminders and I love bringing this information to them, I know there are more people out there who want it but can't really foot the bill for $30,000. So here you are with Life on Fire. That's what this is. You'll also, as an extra bonus, get access to a private Facebook group with additional content. You can ask me questions. There's other resources that we always put in there. If you ever want like anything, all you have to do is ask and we will provide it. Short of ponies and, $1 million. Well, directly from me. You'll make your own $1 million with this program because I've seen it done. So the Life on Fire program has one single mission: to get you unstuck from where you are now and into the business and the life that you want. And I know you've probably heard that 1,000 times over, but I have done it myself. And the changes I went through, I now want to bring to you. The changes I've put my clients through, from feeling like they're worth nothing. Some people were even suicidal. And that made me so sad. I mean, it's so sad just thinking about it. And being able to turn them around has meant everything to me. And all right, moving on, because I'm getting emotional about this. All right, so here's basically a synopsis of what you're going to learn. You're going to be able to get rid of all of the internal stories that are holding you back. There are so many thoughts and so many beliefs that we have that we don't even recognize are there. But when they're gone, it's like, whew, I can breathe again, right? I will help you define specifically what is your true purpose. What is your why? What is that impact you are trying to have? It's so clarifying when you have that. And then we move into, and then who needs you? Like, there's ways people will define a target market. You need to go way deeper, and I'm going to show you how. And then we talk about, based on the impact you're trying to have and who needs you, what is the best methodology for you to accomplish that? Is it an agency? Is it coaching? Is it consulting? Is it a combination of these things? Do you need to go on a speaking tour? Do you need to get a job, again, at a certain company at a certain level to accomplish what you're trying to do, right? We'll work through all that. And then also, this is primarily for entrepreneurs and businesses, not so much for career professionals, but can be used that way. Creating irresistible offers that people can't say no to. Plus, we'll be crafting the ideal ad and video message. So if you want to do social media advertising, most people have no idea how to write an ad or how to create a video. And that's a huge part of the training. We'll talk about turning plans into action. So how do you start moving things forward? We will talk about creating your own, what I call a mastermind. That's not a mastermind program, which I can show you how to create, as if you want to know more about that. But a mastermind is, how do you surround yourself by people who are on the same path as you, right? How do you find those people to help you lift you up and spur even more action from what you're already putting in yourself? We'll go into much deeper into productivity hacks. I just shared that one with you, the whole distraction thing, and some ideas there, but we go a lot deeper into some other opportunities for you. And then finally, we talk about the importance of taking care of your health, because if you want to do all this great stuff, but you don't take care of yourself, then you're not going to have the energy to do that. So it's not a huge component. I'm not a personal trainer, nutritionist, but I have a few good ideas as to what I do and what my clients do to be able to stay in tip-top shape. So here's how it works. Every Friday, a new lesson is going to be made available to everyone in the group. Okay. It also comes with some worksheets and some other resources, maybe some book recommendations as well, for those of you who, like me, read rather voraciously. You can probably see the stack of books sitting behind me. And those, I've read about 90% of them. What happens then, so that was the Friday, and then the following week on the Wednesday, there's a live Q&A call where I can answer all of your questions. I can give examples, I can share stories, other people will be able to contribute as well. It's a fascinating place, and one where you get even more energy and you actually start to make friends with people, and these become actually part of your mastermind, which is really exciting. Like I mentioned before, there is a VIP option. If you prefer to be able to have someone walk you through the week to week lessons, if you just really like to have that one-on-one connection, you get all of the other program elements as well. You get the Friday lesson, you get the Q&A call, but there's someone who you will come to know and who will also come to know you very deeply so that you can just focus on your stuff. So there is that option as well available to you. All right, so like I said, you get absolutely everything, but you get the one-on-one experience as well. So I just want to introduce you quickly to Jill. So Jill completed my program, and long before it was done. So the idea is with this program is that you start seeing results way before the 3 months is over, like way before it. And about halfway through, her colleagues, her family, they started to see significant changes. The changes in her outlook, in her energy, and in her purpose. Her productivity absolutely skyrocketed. And not only that, like when Jill came in, there was so much stress and so much confusion and feeling very down and very, very unaccomplished, and just felt, oh, how am I ever going to pull myself out of this? That's kind of what the attitude was like. But since then, productivity increases, her whole worldview has changed, she started new programs, even ones that are challenging herself to go against her industry. And that takes balls, right? Like girl balls to do that. She changed the way she thought about herself and her future, and she's mapping out an entirely new path. And as you can see on your screen, Jill is 71 years old. So anyone who's listening to this saying, I'm too old, no, you're not. And you're definitely not too young. You're not too anything to not deserve to have a better life. So this particular program, Life on Fire, works best for people who want to 10 times their productivity, not just increase it by like 1 or 2%. No, you want to like blow the doors off your productivity and get more shit done than you've ever done in your life. You actually believe you could be a millionaire or a multimillionaire or a keynote speaker or an author or a movie star or whatever you want to be, or a parent, right? That might be your goal. You want to work on something that's more meaningful, but you're not entirely sure how to do it. Happens all the time. Most of us don't focus on what's meaningful. Our schools do us a huge disservice by just shoveling us into some sort of a job, as opposed to saying, what do we actually want to accomplish here? Okay, so it's not your fault. And also, it works really well for people who have a business or a career and they're ready to really, really amp it up, right? And they want more than just a bigger bottom line. So kind of looking for people who are a little bit more than just worried about money. All right, so you may be thinking at this point that you can't get started because you don't have a product or a service. That's okay. This program will actually show you how you can begin to develop this kind of a thing and go from I don't have anything to being able to launch it. You may be worried about the cost of the program, but don't worry, I've got the cost coming. Before you go down that rabbit hole, there are payment options, right? And the second question you need to ask yourself is, if you did this yourself, what would it cost you? Both in time to figure this all out yourself and in being able to execute it in a much faster time frame. Okay, so I want you to think about that question while I excite you over these bonuses I've been telling you about. I'm so pumped about these things. So the first one is called purpose-based branding, and it's showing you how to create wealth using Facebook videos and then retargeting the viewers with high converting ads. So this is a program I teach for $3,000. And when you come in this program, you get it. It just as soon as you log in, bam, you get purpose-based branding, and you can start building wealth even if you have no audience, no email list, no brand, no nothing. This will work, and you can start generate money immediately. This training alone will save you thousands of dollars per month in ad costs and wasted time. So many people spend so much money promoting things through cold audiences on using Facebook ads. They don't really work, right? But this system absolutely does, and I'm very excited to share that with you. The second one is Facebook ad training, but I've renamed it to say my new social media mastery course, okay? And that will teach you how to create content people care about, building killer ads that generate quality leads, and create raving fans for your work. So this whole program I usually sell for $5,000, and again, when you log on and you sign on with Life on Fire, you get it automatically the instant you log in, okay? People waste tons of time writing ads that don't get anyone's attention, or they target the wrong audience, or they just don't know what to do. The whole Facebook ad training, the social media mastery, will completely change that for you, okay? It eliminates those problems, and it just shows you how to build influence and a solid online brand. So the third one is one I'm very, very excited about. It's called the Great Client Experience. This one is special because it costs very, very little, but it can actually generate the most money and the most new quality clients into your sales funnel. Okay, so it's called How to Create a Great Client Experience. And again, I offer that at $3,500. The one that you're going to see was taped from a live workshop, and you're going to hear from client experts on exactly how to get more referrals from your business and why this could be a cornerstone of your future growth strategy. It's such a good lesson. Okay? It'll also teach you things like how marketing is changing, how to take care of the clients you already have that already love you, and generate the best leads in the world. Like literally the best leads in the world. Nothing beats getting leads from this way. So if social media and advertising makes your skin crawl, good news, this one's for you. Okay? So let me just go to a quick refresher on all the stuff that you're getting. You're getting the Life on Fire program, which again was valued at $30,000 because I have only so far offered it to my mastermind. You get purpose-based branding. You get the social media mastery course. That's at $5,000. Purpose-based is $30,000. You get the great client experience, which is $3,500, and all that is $41,500. All right, but I am not going to charge you $41,500. But if I did, and it saved you thousands of dollars every month, forever and ever, right? So not just for the first month, but for every month on ads, talking to tire kickers and all that kind of a thing. Plus, if it made you scads more money by focusing your time on what's meaningful to you and to those who need you the most, and it ensured there'd be no project too big for you to handle, would it be worth it? I don't know. That's up to you. I mean, it's worth it to me, but in my case, I had two choices. I could keep these lessons as part of my mastermind group and not teach it to anybody else. But to me, again, it's like there's people who need it and that wouldn't be able to afford that kind of a price tag. So instead, I chose to go with the Life on Fire route. And this is what I'm offering for you today. So everyone gets to learn what all of the experts are doing in their businesses to grow, scale, and be the happiest versions of themselves. So tell me, if you could have a fully meaningful, productive, $1 million company that you're running today, okay? So let's imagine today you had that. Well, how much would you pay to get the help you would need to build it, right? So you have a $1 million enterprise. What would you pay to be able to have the instruction to be able to get you there? So let's put it this way. So all this program did, if all of Life on Fire did was show you how to create an impact and have an income that naturally follows, helped you change your beliefs so that you can imagine yourself being wherever it is you want to be, challenged you to double your goals and give you the roadmap to achieve them, removed all of your distractions, and gave you the instructions on the aligned actions to take every step of the way. Would it be worth $41,500? Right? Hopefully I've shown you how these 5 secrets, and again, through the Life on Fire program, can help make and save you absolute bundles of cash. I typically teach this kind of stuff in person, which again is why it makes it hard for people to get to, right? It also jacks up the price. So by putting it online and making it available to you through the Life on Fire program, which you can access from anywhere in the world, it makes it so much more available to you to take, right? So, drum roll please. Today I'm offering it to you for just under $3,000, $29.97 for the whole kit and caboodle. All those things. The Life on Fire program and all the bonuses are yours for $29.97. So now you have 2 choices. You can do nothing, right? If this isn't right for you, I understand, right? Not only does this have to be right for you, it have to be right for me. Everybody has to be happy, right? So if it's not right for you, I understand. But if you want this, all you have to do is register. Okay, so you register. There's a link coming in just a second. It's called lifeonfireprogram.com. You just go there, and as soon as you sign up, so once you have chosen which of the payment options you want, you're going to get a personal call from someone on my team. Okay, as soon as you sign up. And what we'll do is we'll run through all the details of the program, how it works, and all that kind of a thing. If after that call you do not feel that it's right for you, we will instantly give you cash back. Okay, well, as instantly as the banks will let us. They're always quick to take your money, but they're very, very slow at giving it back to you, right? But we don't want anyone to stress about this. So register for the program. You will get the call, 100% guarantee that we will give your money back if you don't think it's what's right for you. Okay, so again, just putting it on your screen in words so you see it. I'm committing. If you do pay for the program and on the call, you decide it's not for you, we give your money back. So one more time from the top. You get the Life on Fire program valued at $30,000. You get the first bonus, which is the purpose-based branding program valued at $3,000. You get social media mastery valued at $5,000. You get the great client experience workshop valued at $3,500. All of this is valued at $41,500, but you get it for $29.97, or if you want, you can spread it over 3 months, and it's $9.99. Okay, you just go to the link you see on your screen right now, lifeonfireprogram.com. Time is a ticking. It is your grand opportunity to be able to make that change in your life that you've always wanted for yourself, but you were never sure how. I have been through so much. I have literally done every type of marketing under the sun. I have run most of all of the different type of organizations. Certainly as an entrepreneur, I've tried many, many different things, made a bunch of mistakes. I'm grateful for those mistakes because now what I'm able to teach you is how to avoid them. And the Life on Fire program is designed for people just like you. If you're still listening, if you're still here, first of all, I love you. Second of all, this is probably, hitting some heartstrings for you, and it's your great opportunity to be able to do something about it. So don't wait. Mel Robbins has this thing, the 5-second rule, whereas, if you need to do something, you wait 5 seconds and then you must act. Okay, so you now have the opportunity. I'm giving you 5 seconds to be able to decide if this is something you're going to do and really, really change your business and change your life. I want you to wake up happy every day. Life is too short not to wake up happy and rich every single day. All right, so I'll do your countdown for you. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go! Take care, guys.